The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed.
And drive! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Szoboszlai, and it's Cruyff. That's a cute ball. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Costa Curta. That's a sharp pass. Ronaldinho. Now he's got space here. Oh, played right into his path. Thuram does really well there. He is strong. Raul. Nicely shaped ball. It's a threatening, great chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. And it's Hullet. Xavi Alonso. And it's Xavi Alonso. Ronaldinho. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
Nesta. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. Cruyff. There he goes, motoring forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Son Heung-min! Now, who's going to be first to this? No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Raul. It's a searching pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Nesta has a look and plays it forward. It's played through for him. Kimmich for Szoboszlai, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for the run. This looks promising. Ronaldinho. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Cruyff. He's away. And the finish! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Cruyff can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. Xavi Alonso tries to clear. He's a sharp little ball here, looking to go deep. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
And it's Cruyff. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Xavi Alonso goes sliding in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Corinthians have a free kick. So, is it really plausible to have a hit from here? Azar. Raul. And it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming. Nil-nil, but nevertheless a very decent game.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Xabi Alonso tries to pass it through. Xabi Alonso gets good distance on it. This is their second corner of the game. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's had a hit! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Hakimi. Cruyff. Now it's Azar. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, that's a little loose. Big chance! Raul. Szoboszlai.
Well, yet another interception.
And the first half is done. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Here we go again. So the first half brought no goals. Kimmich. Szoboszlai. And this is Raul. Oh, super ball. Shot a goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Corinthians come out of the... Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. And the shot! They've scored!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Terrible error. Duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Flamengo are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
He's gone direct here. He's chosen to go back. Thuram. It's Ronaldinho. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Ronaldinho. Played with finesse. And he was alert to it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Almost an hour gone. Now it's Raul. Cruyff. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Cruyff. Cruyff puts his foot on the gas. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
Now it's Raul. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Ronaldinho. Now it's Cruyff. And that's a dangerous ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, that's fabulous. Good take, and is he in? And a chance! It's in! Corinthians are back in business. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. Corinthians grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Szoboszlai. That's an excellent interception. Can he finish? Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Chance, surely! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Substituição em andamento.
Nice looking ball. Chiesa in acres of space out wide. Hakimi. Kimmich. Rummenigge. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And no surprise, that's a booking. There was plenty of power on that. Thuram. Costa Curta. Pele. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
He won't be happy with that one. Roberto Baggio. And it's Cruyff. Thuram. Pelé. Into the last 5 minutes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, easy pickings there. And he's in on goal. It's a pretty loose pass. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Chiesa. Great vision. Chiesa. And that's that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd large. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's down to business here.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
He's not a defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Ronaldinho, neatly clipped into space. No, he's not getting his way this time. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And he's lifted it over.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Cruyff. And here's Son Heung-min. Rivaldo. Oh, that's well spotted. Xavi Alonso. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Puskás does really well to win the ball there. Quality ball. Messi. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's on it, can he get away? Rivaldo. And he's managed to get free. Takes a shot! He's scored! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Son Heung-min. Haaland looks to get on the end of this.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rijkaard.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Oh, good take in a good area. Rivaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Little pass back.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. The ball has bounced loose now. Araujo. Here's Roberto Carlos. That's a good run down the left. He's got away. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And there's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Ronaldinho. Now it's Son Heung-min. Can he get it through? Bastoni deals with that comfortably. Bastoni gets it away. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Son Heung-min. Corinthians making some potentially decisive changes. They weren't waiting around. Now it's Pele. And they win it back again. Makaleli. Rivaldo. And he lines up a cross. And that has been cleared. Knocks it out wide. Back towards the middle. Roberto Carlos. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Cruyff. Chips it through. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Puskas. And the counter is on. That's good running with the ball. Hangs one in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Teremos uma substituição.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Corinthians really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Corinthians do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
And it's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh, no joy this time. Thuram. And it's Messi. Xavi Alonso. And this is Son Heung-min. Some resolute defending there.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. He has found the way through. He is just caressing the ball. No way through, so... And a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. This is promising. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Bastoni calmly anticipates. Eto'o. Eto'o charging forward, the ball at his feet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Now it's Pele, and it's Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away?
Corinthians really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Makaleli. Played back in. Pushkas has given away a free kick.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Van Dijk, very much a man of this moment. Mohamed Salah, challenged just a bit on the firm side. That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Substituição.
And it's Neymar. Now it's Eto'o. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Good chance here!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Now it's Stojkovic. That's been slipped through. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Roberto Carlos, an instinctive delivery. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. They want to be quick. Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross into the box. That has not gone well. He's found a way through. Big chance! Chance, surely! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. More or less by himself. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Well, versatility and work rate have always been the strengths of Darren Fletcher, but he's done all of that in the face down the years of some doubters, Jim.
Yeah, he was criticised when playing in more offensive roles for giving the ball away a little too often and poor positional sense, Peter, but it became pretty apparent he was better suited to a deeper role, a holding midfielder, a box-to-box player.
Yes, and he gets a lot of praise from the people who matter. That's to say his teammates. Over to the left. Cruyff. Now it's Son Heung-min. He has found the way through. And he's had it nicked away. Ferdinand did well to emerge. Messi! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And this is Ronaldinho, Son Heung-min, Messi. Corinthians leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's found a way through, and this is... And a chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Pirlo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now this... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! Xabi Alonso gets it clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Bale. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Manchester United really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, what a mistake! Not the most convincing of passes. And this is Ronaldo. And this is Nedved. Takes a shot! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Darren Fletcher. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nedved. Pirlo. Shapes to shoot! Cruyff. Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho. Nedved. And it's Wan-Bissaka. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Messi! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Cruyff gets across and deals with it. He's in plenty of space here. And the finish! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's quick to get it clear again. Maldini. And it's Pirlo. A probing pass. Thuram. Ronaldinho. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1.
Proprietário do carro azul estacionado em frente ao portão do estádio. Favor retirar o veículo. Ele está prestes a ser guinchado. Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 7.
So we're into the second 45.
Para a entrada do jogador, camisa 8.
Corinthians do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. It's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Well read, nice interception. Can he get it through? Bale. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Son Heung-min. Here's a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Passing is crisp and sharp. And this is Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through. Messi. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cruyff. Now, what about a counter-attack? He won't be happy with that one. That has been slung wide. Pirlo. Nedved. Played out wide.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Corinthians do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Ronaldinho. Xavi Alonso. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, he was sure he was going to pull that off.
Some good work on the right flank here. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, super ball. Cristiano Ronaldo.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Xavi Alonso bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Darren Fletcher. And it's Pirlo. Nedved. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho. And it's Cruyff. And that was very necessary.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Time for a change in personnel.
Ronaldinho.
Mohamed Salah plays it short.
Camisa 2. Camisa 20.
Corinthians really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Camisa 25.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Camisa
Costa
10.
Curta. And the counter is on. Nedved. Bellingham. Now Salah. Now it's Pelé. Fletcher wins the duel this time, and he's picked out the run. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. All over in seconds. That's what they can do to you.
Yeah, well, the opposition had plenty of warning here, Peter. Look at how quick they were going the other way. Exactly what you need when you're playing on the counter-attack.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Good chance here! He scores! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. The breakaway clinical and clean. And that's it. My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves, defending. So keep an eye on that.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Adriano looks to get on the end of this. And no, that was never going to make it. And he has been fouled there. And it's Bellingham, out to the right. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Bellingham. That's Gerrard. He shifted it to the flank. And he's gone searching cross-field. Oh, this is a great position.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Totti! Goal! Gremio! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Azar. That's a throw. First quarter of an hour gone. A probing pass. And this is Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. Messi, he's found a way through. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Bullet! Cannavaro gets it away. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Cruyff. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Araujo. And they've got rid. Ronaldinho.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but
Goes for the shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
It's a really well-measured ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Spread it left. Now it's Son Heung-min. Ronaldinho. Can he get it through? Oh, big chance! Oh, full marks for that effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Stood up well to him there. Out towards the flank. And it's Son Heung-min. Thuram. It's Adriano! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Adriano is offering a wry smile there.
Son Heung-min plays it short. He can get that clear. Thuram. Ronaldinho has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. He has a look up. Van Bronckhorst.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
And he's there to get it away. And this is Adriano. He's had a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Corinthians really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And that has put paid to that. Gerrard. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Totti. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Now it's Son Heung-min.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's managed to get free. Van Bronckhorst. Ball driven towards the far post. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Oh, that tries a shot! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Referee has just said play on. Now it's Hazard. That has not gone well.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And they're back on the ball again. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So off we go once more.
Corinthians can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Totti. Tries to get it clear. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cross in, looks like a good one. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Adriano. It's Adriano! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Van Dijk with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Not the most accurate pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 20. Deixando o campo para a entrada.
Now, can they get him away?
Camisa 10.
Neatly clipped. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Camisa 6. Neymar. Substituição em andamento.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Thuram. Your impression so far, Jim?
Corinthians are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And that's gone loose. Ronaldinho. And here's Chiesa. Chiesa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Chiesa really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corinthians have their third corner. And it's been taken short. Cruyff with the cross. And it's hoisted clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
He has found the way through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, it's come off the upright. They've done it! Do not write them off. Back they come. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Corinthians grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Thuram cuts it out. Oh, delightful ball. Danger averted for now.
Corinthians clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Thuram. Corinthians couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. And this is Bale. There's the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Bale fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
He rises! No, not the best of headers. Now it's Neymar. Oh, he's burst through. Pelé. And that's a simple one for the keeper. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And here's Chiesa. Has a shot! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corinthians get their fourth corner. They've played it short. And he lines up a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That'll be a throw. Can he get on the end of this? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's put paid to a promising move. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's come loose. And he's there to clear it. And that was nowhere near his best.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Cruyff. Oh, good. Can he finish? Deep into stoppage time. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Bale. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Ronaldinho. Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, what a ball! Pele concedes a free kick for that. Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho.
That was lovely, that.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he's going to have his name taken. I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
So nearly the total turnaround. They simply ran out of time. It has ended all square. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Jim, what do you think when you see Beckham?
Where do I start? Winner, hard worker, great footballing brain, set-piece expert, magic right foot, and leader.
So what is he most of all?
Well, from the list previously mentioned, winner.
Settle for that. Delivered in. That's been cut out, well played. Messi. And this is Forlan. He's away. And he's there to belt it away. Lobbed in behind. Hakimi providing an outlet on that flank. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Lahm pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. It's a good run down the left-hand side. No, it's not getting there. That's a little off target. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Pedri. And it's Diaz.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Amrabat. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Son Heung-min! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pedri. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And it's Neymar. He's in a great position here. That's an imaginative pass. And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, what a... In he goes again! Goal! Corinthians! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. No way through. Thuram calmly anticipates.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Cruyff. Hakimi promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Looking to play him in, and that's a dangerous ball. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played in by Son Heung-min. Oh, he's been caught napping. Real chance! Another save. Aguirre. There will be a throw-in. And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Son Heung-min is flagged offside. Neymar. He shifted it to the flank. Serginho receives it in a wide position. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Messina kept his eye on it, and he's there. Amrabat. And Aguirre. The ball has bounced loose now. Nicely weighted ball. It's fallen! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi with the short one. Now that's well seen too. Plays a sharp little ball here. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Corinthians merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Corinthians are 1-0 up at half-time and it's all to play for. And the second half gets underway. Corinthians carrying a one-goal lead. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Looking for the run, still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Neymar stood his ground strongly. Amrabat. Neymar, and it's Serginho. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That's an excellent interception. Oh, nicely intercepted. Neymar has it out wide and in space. Neymar! They want to be quick to recover this. Hakimi. Tries to play it through. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Ronaldinho. And this is Messi. Backward it goes. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Still just a single goal between the sides. And it's been given away. Just the goalkeeper. It's Fulham! They've scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Amrabat. And it's Hakimi. Messina. Oh, some tackle that. And that's gone loose. He's got away. And the shot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Camisa 14.
Corinthians find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Corinthians have hit a quick-fire double here. Cruyff.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That's very neat. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Vardiol with a definite foul there.
Substituição no time do Corinthians.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And he's managed to get rid. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to pass it through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Cross flung in towards the middle. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pele. Cruyff. Neymar. Pedri. He's found a way through. Messina makes the interception. Looking for options for movement. That's a shade optimistic. Spread out to the left. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Teremos uma substituição.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Cross goes in there. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Substituição.
Morocco making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was...
Great chance! And yes, it's there! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
And Nasiri simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 18.
Morocco grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Ronaldinho.
Teremos 5 minutos
And
de
that has
acréscimo.
left him in a heap. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And it's Cruyff. Spread it left. Neymar picks it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. No, the referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Substituição em andamento.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. David Beckham! Another picture postcard goal! About as smooth as it gets. They're back within reach.
Gol marcado para o Marrocos.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
In the series, simply... And the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Beckham, the regular corner taker. Beckham goes short. He's tried one! And he's quick to get it clear again. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Corinthians can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Son Heung-min claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply.
Takes a shot! And he's had a hit! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's fabulous. Son Heung-min! Goal! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Corinthians finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira. And it's Cannavaro. That is good alertness. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Oh, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Cannavaro. Here's Caceres. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot...
Goes for a shot! Van Dijk. And now the breakaway. Cruyff. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now, he's got space here. Can he get onto this? Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Ronaldinho. Cruyff. Pelé. Son Heung-min. And there's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Caceres did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
No, he's not getting past him there.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Son Heung-min gets into a good position. Knocks it into space. Corinthians claim it back to much approval. Ronaldinho. Played out towards the right wing. Tries to pass it through. Shoots! So what can they make of this? Ronaldinho tries to play it through. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi picks it up out wide. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's good play. Cannavaro. And it's Vieira. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And here's Suarez. Suarez proves just a little bit too strong. Vieira. And he was quick to react. Thuram. Pele. Messi. That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution in progress.
There's the start of the second half.
Corinthians can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Gullit. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Thuram did just about enough to... It's Son Heung-min! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Son Heung-min. Now it's Pele. Pele. Can he get it through? Cruyff. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, well played, well played. Corinthians still this single goal behind. And it's Messi. Pele. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Son Heung-min. Well, that has not gone well. Mateus. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Pele. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he cuts out the supply. Vieira. Corinthians perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Good read, needed to be. Son Heung-min is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
25.
So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Number 8, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 22, Johan Cruyff. Number 11,
Ronaldinho.
Puskás.
That's good running with them. Applies the finish!
Substitution.
And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pelé looking to penetrate opposition lines. And this is Son Heung-min. And the keeper's got it again.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is a brilliant interception.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, well played. Out to the right. And it's Cruyff. Vieira. Now it's Pelé. Shot could be... Shapes to shoot! They've scored! There seemed no way back, but they are level. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Number 7, Thuram.
Corinthians grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Corinthians really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
And they can counter here. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Nicely weighted ball. Thuram goes direct. Engages and forces him off the ball. Chiesa. Thuram. Just 5 minutes left. And here's Cruyff. But it's Thuram. Another chance from a corner.
Oh, this is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
They've played it short.
Coming on the field.
Now it's
is
goes for the shot!
number 21.
Now that is commitment to the cause.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And it's been taken short. Now it's Mohamed Salah.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's going to have his name taken. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Neymar. Now it's Chiesa. Now it's Pelé. And that's that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Thuram picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
With the owner of a blue
How would you
car
sum up what
parked
we've
outside
witnessed,
the
Jim?
stadium gate,
Well, neither side could get over the line
as it
here.
is about to be
Perhaps
turned
one team
away.
might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. The action has already started.
Now here's a fine represent.
Has a shot! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Porto finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that pass isn't the best. Son Heung-min. Well, that has not gone well. Araujo. Now he's got space here. No luck with that dink over the top. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Can he get on the end of this? It's a decent chance! They've done it! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? That's tidy. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Pelé. Shot could be... He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Porto really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead. Son Heung-min. Oh, that was vital.
Cruyff really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Pelé. Barcola. And it's Bale. Davids. Porto finding their passes. It's a searching pass. Tries to get it clear. Now, can they get it back? It's Gerrard! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
This is quite a battle.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Son Heung-min. Cruyff has it out wide and in space. Bale. And it's Gerrard. Now Barcola. That's beautifully weighted. Real chance! Goal! Porto! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Araujo simply knew the ball was asking to be hit first time because of the way it arrived. And boy, did he hit it.
Porto take the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Showing good feet. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
What a save by David Raya! And now they can clear their lines. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Messi is fouled. Well, plenty of early set pieces here.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good delivery.
Brilliantly cut out. And he's taking no chances there. Barcola proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That's a little off target. Barcola. Caceres. Davids. And it's Bale.
There will be 3 minutes.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. He's being urged to shoot. Van der Ven gets good distance on it. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he welcomes it in. He's picked his way through. Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Number 9, Pelé.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
And it's half-time here. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Reminder today to please take all lit-out bins located by the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Substitution in progress.
So we're into the second 45.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a...
Takes a shot! Oh, what a mistake! That'll be a throw-in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Aimed beyond the defence.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. Cannavaro. Ronaldinho might just make this. Now it's Pelé. Cannavaro. Saint-Maximin did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Van de Ven. There will be a throw-in. Cannavaro. And it's Thuram. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Kante has got himself a free kick. Saint-Maximin. And that has left him in a heap. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Gerrard.
The attendance for this
Almost an
match
hour
was
gone.
70,987.
Now Otto. Gerrard. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Cruyff has found the net here, of course. Nicely shaped ball. It's a promising position. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That is ended up in no man's land. Araujo. Now it's Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Pelé, and he's running through. Shapes to shoot! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckenbauer puts his foot on the gas. Tries to play it through. That looks a good ball through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Cannavaro tries making a foray down the right. And that was nowhere near his best. Half an hour gone in the second half. And this is Pelé! Oh, that's clever. And he gets rid in a hurry and claimed it back swiftly.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Goes for a shot! Van de Ven. Ronaldinho. Spread out to the left. Son Heung-min in acres of space out wide. And it's Son Heung-min. Pelé, and this is Pelé. He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Ronaldinho.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Johan Cruyff.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Number 88.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Number 11.
Chiesa picked out brilliantly. Oh, nice touch. Shevchenko! Good try, very good try in fact.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Knocks it into space. Porto have reclaimed it. Oh, that's ambitious. Gave it a go, but off target. That's the end. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Barcelona leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day. I'd really like to see Ronaldinho given freedom on the left flank here, Peter.
Yeah, the idea being that, of course, he can make good use of those dancing feet.
Yeah, and playing out wide just gives him more room and allows him to come inside onto his stronger foot, either to shoot or to link up with those who are congregating centrally.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, can they get him away? Pinches it off him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Cruyff. Oh, that is a nice touch. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh, that's a key interception. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Lahm.
Such good technique.
Lahm delivers. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's Rijkaard. And this is Ronaldo. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he's searching for Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Flamengo with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Oh, he's been caught on shot at goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And this is Pele. And he's straight offside. Son Heung-min. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's got away. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And he's intervened well there. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pelé, played out towards the right wing. Pelé, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
He's found a way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Brilliantly cut out. Ronaldinho. Flamengo looking to pass their way through. Neymar. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide position. Swung over. Lahm calmly anticipates. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Roberto Carlos. And it's Ronaldinho. Neymar. Tries to pass it through.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And the pass is intercepted. Could be danger here. He has found the way through. And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roberto Carlos. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Barcelona have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0.
Substituição.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar, very much a man of this moment. It's just beyond his reach. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Now it's Pelé. He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Pelé. Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! No mistake! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you. Neymar! He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then. Ronaldinho with the short one. And he's there to belt it away. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Son Heung-min. Chooses to... And Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min takes... Son Heung-min! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
No way through there. And it's Cruyff. Nesta simply refused to be outdone there. Beckenbauer. That's an imaginative pass. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's not got that quite right. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rijkaard. And here's Messi. Lahm. He's a sharp little ball here. Now who's going to be first to this? Lahm plays it in. Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And they are right back within touch! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Flamengo give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, he's bustling through here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And this is Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Foot in. And they're on him in a flash. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Substituição no time do Flamengo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Ronaldinho, camisa 13.
Missed by a fraction.
Camisa 18, Neymar. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 4, camisa 14.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition.
Camisa 9, camisa 23.
Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Substituição em andamento.
Looking to play him in. Oh, and the shot! It's there! Just one goal in it now! Game on! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Camisa 20.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team.
Oh, what a chance, surely! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. No way through, so back it comes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Gerrard. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Neymar. Now that looks a decent ball. It's a promising position. Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. Not the most accurate pass. Well, there's the clearance. Out of play for a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is well. He's having a shot! He's scored!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Camisa 7.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He's onside. Goes for goal! And that is the last effort of the game. Barcelona can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results-driven as they went about their business in an efficient manner. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
The Signal Iduna Park, located in Dortmund. It really is a tremendous arena. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty argue, Jim, that Lothar Matthäus is the complete footballer. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's a goal-scoring number 10 and a sweeper all in one. That's a pretty unique skill set. His career is all about leadership, glory and superb character.
And not a few goals, actually.
Yeah, of course.
And this is Hullet. And his big chance! Chance, surely! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been slung wide. And the keeper's got it again. And he's only too happy to take that back. Hullet. Cannavaro gets it clear. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Hullet. Cruyff. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Van Dijk. And now the breakaway. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Pelé chasing after it. Well read, nice interception. And it's Ronaldinho. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Pelé. Nicely aimed pass. Matthäus. Now it's Hullet.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Thuram. And he's had it nicked away. Paris Saint-Germain trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Hullet. Oh, he's bustling. Oh, shooting chance! Now that looks a decent ball. Chance here to counter. Baresi makes the interception.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Matthäus. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Messi. Thuram. Now it's Pelé. Played with finesse. And this is Son Heung-min.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Cannavaro. And it's Seedorf. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Plays a sharp little ball here. Son Heung-min finds himself offside. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been won straight back. Messi. Oh, this is a terrific run. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Ronaldinho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Little doubt, that is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Cannavaro, chance to deliver.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's having a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Cannavaro clears. Back when it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Pele.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Zico. Looking for the run. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He's picked his way through. And the half-time whistle goes. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today.
So off we go once more.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Good read, needed to be. Thuram. Cannavaro. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. The ball has bounced loose now. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Seedorf. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Hullet. Cruyff. Now there's shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
I think that defence will be feeling mightily relieved now. They were really saved by some poor finishing then.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk can get it clear. And that has left him in a heap. Hullet. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Son Heung-min has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. Threads one in. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's fabulous. It's an inviting looking ball, that.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He shifted it to the flank. Pele. Pelé showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Pelé. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Pelé looking to run onto it. He is through here. Now the delivery.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 17.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 18, Pelé. Number 20, Son Heung-min.
Beckenbauer. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. To Thuram. Cannavaro.
Substitutions taking place.
And here's Donatoni. Van Dijk. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, they can break here.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
No, that's been intercepted. Vieira. And here's Hullet. Seedorf. Vieira with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Vieira has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Mbappe absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Chiesa. Thuram did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Neatly clipped into space. Showing good feet. And that's been intercepted.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Chiesa. So what can they make of this? Out to the right. Donadoni. He's got away. Now the cross. Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
2 minutes to be added on. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. Donadoni. And we're done. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end.
Hello, attendees.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It's just a bad day at the office, Peter.